Good evening. Coming up tonight, Cayce and West Columbia are looking to bring back their citywide mask ordinance, why you might need to keep your mask close.
A win is not all week. One brought Gamecocks football, it also brought more questions. Is Doty ready to take back his role as starter?
And the graduating class of 2021 brought a new set of teachers into classrooms around the country, but you won't expect what's keeping them close to home.
All of that and more tonight on SGTV Nightly News.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse studio, this is SGTV Nightly News.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Callista Pushman.
And I'm Courtney McLean. Thanks for joining us tonight.
The Columbia City Council made a major decision in regards to pandemic control. Yesterday, the council unanimously voted to implement a vaccine mandate for all city employees. Columbia City Manager Teresa Wilson said that the mandate is aimed towards keeping workers working in order to maintain essential services to citizens. November 1st is the deadline to watch out for, to which non-vaccinated individuals will risk employment status and vaccinated individuals will receive a $500 bonus.
During the extended Labor Day weekend, COVID cases across South Carolina spiked, following the recent trend of increased positive COVID tests. More than 20,000 people were infected with COVID, with 193 deaths occurring over the Labor Day weekend. Last week accounted for the second highest weekly total for positive COVID tests in South Carolina since January of this year. As South Carolina continues to head in the wrong direction, leading the U.S. in new COVID cases per 100,000 people, healthcare officials continue to encourage wearing a mask and social distancing. Free testing and vaccines are located on campus for students, faculty, and staff.
Whether or not you are vaccinated, you do not want to throw away your masks just yet. River District cities like Cayce and West Columbia have begun to implement emergency mask ordinances. Yesterday, Cayce City Council unanimously voted on a mask ordinance, and today, West Columbia is set to pass a similar mandate at their council meeting. Cayce's ordinance will go into effect this Friday at 6 a.m., so if you are over the age of 2 and are entering a store, restaurant, or other building, you will need to mask up.
There have been more than 33,000 graduates at the University of South Carolina Education School, and a new wave of them just entered their own classrooms around the state. SGTV News 4 reporter Callista Yost shows how graduating class of 2021 starting to pass down their knowledge as brand new teachers.
Driving down Sumter Street on the University of South Carolina campus, you've likely seen the Torchbearer statue. It greets University of South Carolina Education School students on their way to class. The bronze torch represents knowledge, and its bearer is symbolically passing down that knowledge to future generations. And even though the statue never leaves, every year, a class of education school alums moves on to pass on the torch to South Carolina students. Meet Emily Thompson, a third-grade teacher at Pleasant Hill Elementary in Lexington County. Since she graduated in May of this year, she's been hard at work getting her classroom ready for her first day of school.
I was definitely a little nervous, but not too much because this is the same school where I did my student teaching. So I was very familiar with how the school worked.
Student teaching is a huge part of learning how to pass on the torch of knowledge, and Beth White helps to make it happen. She works together with the office that coordinates student teaching placements for U of SC's elementary education students to make sure they're getting hands-on learning before they enter their own classrooms.
We want to make sure they're in, as you can imagine, schools and in classrooms where they're going to learn methodologies and beliefs and practices, all of that match what we're teaching.
Emily and many others stay close to their alma mater once they move into their first classrooms, but some take their horse out farther into the state. Maya Chipetta just started as a Spanish teacher at Buste Academy in Charleston, and even from farther away, she's hanging on to the lessons she learned at U of SC.
I'm trying to be sneaky, and if it's fun, I think they're going to learn more easily, but they won't realize that they're learning.
Near and far, recent U of SC education school grads are passing down their torch and are making sure South Carolina students are there to receive it. For SGTV News 4, I'm Callista Yost.
Thank you, Callista, for your reporting. And it is so exciting seeing some positivity amongst all of this negative and scary news. It is great seeing these these students getting to become teachers finally.
Yes, definitely. Coming up, we've got football, and more football. From all around the state and home, sports anchor Kendall Smith will tell you what you need to know about the state of the game. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. This past Saturday marked Zeb Nolan's debut as the starting quarterback for the Gamecocks. But the question now is, what will the story be this weekend? Let's check in with our sports anchor, Kendall Smith, to give us the details. Kendall?
Thanks so much, Callista. The story of the season thus far for the South Carolina football team has been the quarterback situation. And this week, the QB competition will still remain the top headline. According to head coach Shane Beamer, the Gamecocks won't name the starting quarterback to face ECU until Saturday.
Shane, this is Ben. Just to clarify, did you say you don't plan to name a starter before Saturday at quarterback?
Don't know why I would. I'm sure Coach Houston would love that, and he knows. I mean, he's got to get ready for Decarion Joyner, and they've got to get ready for Luke Doty and Zeb, and we do a lot of different things offensively. So no. And guys, I'm not going to come in there on Tuesday and tell you who the starting quarterback is. So you don't need to waste time answering questions about who the quarterback is going to be and what the reps look like, because I'm not getting into it. So sorry. That's where we're on.
Luke Doty, a starter last year for South Carolina, suffered a midfoot sprain early on in preseason practice, but could play this weekend. He says he's building back his confidence and, quote, feeling good. Check out what he had to say.
But my foot's feeling better, each and every single day. I'm doing a bunch of rehab, a bunch of running on it, and it's just trying to make sure that I'm at a good point physically, to I can make a full return and really feel good on it. Yeah, just feel confident in running again, and I definitely think I've got that confidence back, in just the things that I do, during practice, outside of practice, taking care of my body, not only my foot but everything else as well, shoulder, legs, all that good stuff.
We'll see how things shape up for the quarterbacks on Saturday, but one thing is for certain. Star running back Kevin Harris, one of the SEC's leading rushers from last season, will be back on Saturday following a minor procedure he underwent this summer. All right, let's take it to the upstate. The Clemson Tigers have not lost a season opener since 2014 when they played the Georgia Bulldogs in Athens, until this past weekend, of course. After dropping their 2021 season debut 10-3 at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's tough to tell whether Clemson and Georgia just have scary good defenses or subpar offenses. Regardless, you might be wondering, when was the last time South Carolina began a season 1-0 and Clemson 0-1? Well, in 2014, South Carolina also lost their season opener to Texas A&M. But in 2008, the Gamecocks shut out NC State 34-0 to kick off their season, as Clemson fell 34-10 to the Alabama Crimson Tide. But Gamecock fans are loving the bragging rights as of right now against the Clemson Tigers. And this weekend, the Tigers will be back at Memorial Stadium to face South Carolina State at 5 p.m. That's all I have for South Carolina sports. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kendall. After the break, entertainment anchors Marissa and Tatum, how you can hop on the Distress Express. Stay close to catch that train.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the entertainment news. I'm Marissa alongside Tatum. Let's get right into it. With just 2 weeks left to soak up the rest of summer, I have the perfect way to do so. The 2021 End of Summer Spectacular is being held at the South Carolina State Farmers Market this weekend. This event is free and starts Saturday at 9 a.m. and runs until Sunday at 4 p.m. There will be vendors, crafts, and small businesses to enjoy.
Has the first week of classes got you stressed out? If you're in need of a bit of a break, Carolina Productions is bringing back one of the student body's favorite events, Dogs on Davis. In collaboration with Palmetto Lifeline, Carolina Productions is giving students a chance to receive their daily dose of serotonin. This Monday, September 13th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., take a walk out to Davis Field, right next to the Russell House, and de-stress with some super cute puppies.
If you need something fun to do on your festive Friday night, an Owl Prowl is on. At 7 p.m., you can join a park ranger on a 2-mile walk around the Congaree National Park while learning all about these interesting animals. If you plan on going, you should buy your ticket now and bring comfortable walking shoes, water, and your flashlight that must be covered in red mode or with red cellophane.
Gamecock Entertainment never fails to keep the fun on campus going, and tomorrow night is no exception. This week's Thursday After Dark event will feature skate night at 3 Fountains. If you're looking for a night full of free food, good times, and roller skating, then I really recommend checking this out. The event will begin tomorrow at 8 p.m. until 11 p.m., and shuttles will loop continuously throughout the night from the Horseshoe, and admission is free for all students. You can RSVP on Gamecock Entertainment's page on the university website.
Coming up after the break, meteorologist Caden Dinkins will let you know what to expect for this week's forecast, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, y'all. Let's take a look into tonight's forecast as well as throughout this week. So tonight we have mostly cloudy and a chance of thunderstorms. We see that as a cold front pushes through, bringing some moisture from the Gulf to the south. And we also have, like I said, that cold front pushes through on Thursday, and after Thursday we will see some. So on Thursday we will see some downpours with that moisture from the Gulf, and after Thursday it will be mostly clear on Friday, and that sun sticks around through Sunday for a nice, beautiful week. Coming up. Now this week, like I said, Thursday, there's a chance of storms with that cold front where we will see some very hard, heavy rain, so be careful and make sure you look out for some flooding. Keep those rain jackets on handy, and with a high of 84 and a low of 63. And then Friday, it is mostly clear with a high of 86 and a low of 61. Saturday, it is partly cloudy with a high of 87 and a low of 62. Right from Thursday through Sunday, we are in the mid 80s to the upper 80s. And then on Monday, we jump to 92 with it being mostly sunny and a low of 65. And Tuesday, we jump down a degree to 91, partly cloudy and a low of 67. Now, right now here in Columbia, South Carolina, it is 75. It is a little bit cooler with that rain we had today. It brought the temperature down. It feels like 79 with a humidity of 88% and the winds going southwest at 5 miles an hour. And that sun sets at 7:40 tonight. It is getting closer as that the fall solstice gets a little bit closer, but keep those rain jackets and those umbrellas handy throughout today, tonight, and tomorrow. And we will be right back with you with tonight's edition of Carolina Canines.
And finally, tonight's edition of Carolina Canines features Jack, sent in by sophomore Ivy Nisler. Jack is a 12-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier who loves peanut butter and drinking water straight from the hose. That was great wrapping up this newscast with a dog as cute as Jack.
Definitely. I love watching Jack.
Now that's all we have for tonight's edition of SGTV Nightly News.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC to keep up with all of our content. Be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. For SGTV Nightly News, I'm Courtney McLean.
And I'm Callista Pushman. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina. Forever to be.